guys, welcome back. We're here at day 2, Arnold Classic 2024. Got a special guest that just dropped by, Mr. Eric Wood, IFBB Pro. Dennis, you know who Eric Wood is at this very moment?
No.
Okay. Well, this is going to be great because
I'm honest.
we're going to throw some pictures up on.
I see it already, yes.
And we're going to analyze that physique. Now, I'll be honest. I knew the real reason I reached out to Eric, I've been following him on Instagram for a couple of years, and his physique impressed me. And as you'll see in a moment, the most impressive thing to me was the amount of muscle this guy has put on, and even since he's turned pro. And that's just, I don't know, I couldn't even tell you where, but I was like, this guy is going to be something. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. Eric, first of all, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And now you live in this area, right? Columbus?
Yep, about 2 hours, 2 hours north of here in Canton, Ohio.
All right. Now, Ohio State?
Yeah.
Man, all right.
Yep. Not too much. I'll watch them just because it's so popular, but
right.
Yeah.
Okay, can't not be right.
Right. Yeah.
Live here, right? Okay. So what do you do for a living? What do you do for a career? Is it full-time bodybuilding or
no? Pressure washing. And window cleaning business.
All right.
So I've been doing that. 8 years now.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so that's full time.
So it's obviously a success. It's been good to you, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. All right. So like you're just kind of sitting back, like running the business. You're not out there like.
Oh no, I'm out there.
Oh, you're in the trenches.
40 hours a week.
Nice.
But I own the business, so I don't mind working a lot.
Very cool, and that allows you to chase the bodybuilding dream, right? What I mean, now that you've been pro for a couple of years now?
Going on 3 years.
Okay.
Yep.
So. Obviously, now remind us of the show you did last year, because I know you had a very good placing last year.
I did the New York Pro.
Okay, in top 5, top
fifth.
6? 5th.
Yep.
Very good at the New York Pro, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what are your plans this year? What are we looking to do? Or are you taking the year off?
No, I'm in prep for Toronto Pro now.
Are you in the prep for Toronto? How far out are we?
14 weeks.
Okay.
Yep.
Starting early?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure. Who else do we know doing Toronto Pro?
I can tell right now.
Okay, so now what's Dennis doing?
Dennis is still in the off season because the run is pretty good. He's improving very, very drastically and fast. So we're gonna keep it going until we're gonna have a slight stop, right? So when it's not going further, then we're gonna go on, into the prep. We are planning to do U.S. shows, so it's going to be either Chicago, Texas, what else is there? Or maybe, again, the Reno show.
Okay. All right. Eric, what's your long-term goals, man? What do you see yourself? Where you hit that cap and be like, hey, I'm good? Or are you just going to run it as long as you enjoy it?
I'm going to keep running as long as I can. Yeah, as long as I can.
Health's good. Everything's good?
Yeah. I'm 28 years old now.
Okay, so you're still young, man.
My goal now is to just compete in the Olympia.
Absolutely.
So as my first year as a pro, I wanted to be in the first call out.
Absolutely.
In top 5.
Yeah.
So then now I'm,
Well, I think now, man, so I put you, 25 when you turn pro?
Yeah.
That's still fairly young.
That's young.
Not just some phenom, right? So you've got a long career ahead of you, man. That's exciting. So I want you to, if you can turn and see. So now, Dennis, I want to get your analysis of Eric's physique. And like I say, I couldn't tell. Now, this is when you turn pro right here, correct?
No, I placed second there at USA's.
Oh, at USA's.
I turned pro 4 weeks after that.
Oh, okay, but same year,
Same year, yep.
So I want you to look at the amount of size this guy's put on.
And this is a recent picture?
Yeah, this is fairly recent, right? Or
that was in prep for the Legion.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
So, but within the last year, Crick, I don't know. Have you thrown up any recent update photos?
No.
So he's keeping it under wraps. So imagine this, but better, right?
I see a lot of potential.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
Now, I will say right out of the gate, my favorite things on Eric is his shoulders, and you'll see that in the most muscular, and his back are absolutely
You're going to see it here on the pics, but yeah. I'm excited to see that. I mean, you can see the legs are good, calves are good, lats from the front, double bicep look good, they're hanging already. So, and he's young. I mean, 28 years old.
Yep.
This is, hey, you're just a baby.
Okay.
Regarding bodybuilding, right?
Here's the back shots now.
So how many, what time is in between, right? So
these are about 2 years, actually.
2 years.
So this is summer of 21 and then summer of 23.
So one thing I've loved about you're one of the few guys that when you pull back not just the the Christmas tree shot, but when you hit your double bicep, I'm seeing a Christmas tree. Not a lot of guys have that.
Very rare.
And I think that's why on Instagram I was like, holy shit, who's this dude, right? And you can see he's added the mass, but he still kept that. And you've gotten your legs a lot fuller, right, from the back.
The biggest thing there is the glutes. It's me and my coach is Patrick Tour, and he was
those two are.
And he said just tighter from the back, bottom half.
Right. Bottom half. Let's move on to the next one. All right, side chest. You can just see the density, the gain in density right here in fullness. Again, how much weight differences is there?
That's I was 220 there, and then 243.
Okay, that's
on the right. So about 23 pounds.
Right. God damn, that's impressive. Most
Oh,
muscular.
there you go.
Look at the
Okay.
shoulders, man.
Wow, and they're deep. Like this separation between shoulders and arm.
Bro, that's hot.
really
That's
good,
hottie
yeah.
shoulders right there.
Right? Yeah.
So Eric, when you look at your physique, man, as a whole, like where do you feel? What have you been told that you need to bring up? Which I don't even need to be brought up, but to really go from, let's say, 5th at the New York to getting that Olympia qualification.
I think a little more thickness all around.
It's all around, all over.
And
the good thing is, it's not like it's imbalanced. Like I got to bring up the legs, it's right? It's just overall, man. I mean, maybe a little more in the legs, just because your upper body is so massive. I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know, but God, if you can get another inch or so on those legs and the sweep to match your shoulder width, I mean, I don't see what's going to stop you, man. That's going to be pretty exciting.
No, he's still young, so 20 years old. It's just in the beginning of your career, so you're gonna be, making some improvements in the future, for sure, right? So, and all of that, like density and all the mass, it needs some time, right? But as I see, like 2 years was in between, right?
Yeah, 2.
In the previous pictures. That's a lot, man. Like 23 pounds, it's a lot. It's like what? 11 kilos. It's a lot, man.
Well,
it's a lot. It's
one
good.
thing that Dennis and I have talked about a lot is that, you don't want to grow it too fast. You want to grow quality muscle.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're talking like, don't put on that 20 pounds in a year because it's probably not going to look right. I think that's definitely the upper level of what you can grow in a year. I don't know if you can continue to make that progress, but, I mean, I would say it's been a quality gain, correct?
Yes,
It's not
the
bloated gain that we talked about.
Compare the pictures, there's no quality loss. It's still the same because sometimes if you're gain some weight, and step heavier on stage year or 2 years later, mostly it's like, there's something you can see, so he's not that good in shape because of that and that, so, and I don't see the issues here. So, I mean, like, look at that most muscular. It's a great picture. Like the flow is great. So, like I said before, a lot of potential, and there's way to go, man.
Thank you. That's another thing. We wanted to make sure the midsection doesn't get blown out too much.
When everything's kind of going that way, right? I mean, it's kind of flowing over. You see it in the 212. You see it in the classic physique. So we want to see freaks, but we want to see the flat, the smaller midsections now. So, I mean, that's definitely the way to go. So now you said you're in prep now for Toronto, right?
Yes.
Okay, 14 weeks out?
Yep.
So what's the plan? Obviously now to get a qualification, you got to win a show, right? So do you have other backups lined up after that, or
pretty much just Toronto?
Okay.
And my goal is I would like third, top, just to improve.
So
but you can't control who shows up, that's what I'm.
Yeah, and obviously you'll be able to see the pictures if you improved or not. But you think regardless, you're kind of all in, and like you'll probably get the feedback whether you keep going. Is there another show after that that's within striking distance?
Not right now, no. Okay. I think it's just Toronto, and then.
And I think by that time you're kind of midway through the year. It's kind of a lot to get off, and then to another one this year. So okay. So we're all in on Toronto, man, and kind of go from there. All right. Yeah. So, hey, we're here at the Arnold, man. It's an invite only. You're talking about maybe say you don't win that Toronto, is a goal. Let's impress people enough that maybe you get invited here next year.
If I were to get like that.
That'd be a big jump.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, you're not a big household name yet, but if you were to make that jump, but I see the potential, and I think if you can bring a better package than that, it could happen, man. So that would be amazing.
That's a goal. I would love to compete here some year.
In Arnold,
I've been coming here for the last 10 years.
I was about to say, being in Ohio, how many of these things have you been to?
This is 10 years ago was the first one I went to when I was
probably been
18.
Every year at some point, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, have you worked any of these things yet? Like at a
I'm
booth?
sorry?
Have you worked any of these events?
No,
yet?
I've never been in a booth before. No.
When we can work on that, Dennis? What do you think? What do you look
that
at
will
the
be a
nutritional
great
strength?
asset to the company. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank
Well,
you.
there's some potential there, man. I
Yeah.
know I'm a fan, so
No, I haven't seen it before, but this is impressive. I'm gonna for sure look up and check out all the post shows from you, man. This is very impressive. So I'm looking forward
Thank you.
to see more from you for sure.
So Eric, let's tell us where your calories at now. Where do you start?
They starting prep about 2 weeks ago. I'd say they dropped about 25%,
Okay.
30%. So probably around. I didn't add them up. I want to say 38 to
Okay.
4,000.
Okay, we're not counting every macro yet, but you're
No.
about 4.
Yeah,
And
but
where do you
around
usually
there.
end up? Around 3-ish, or will you say lower than that?
Yeah, Pat usually has me carb cycle
Okay. Yeah.
the whole way
prep.
through.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
high days,
And that
last
works really
last
well.
prep high days were like 4,300 calories, and lows were around I think 2,000, 2,100.
Oh, okay. So there we go. So when
Mm-hmm.
we keep, and that's funny. That's kind of hard. I'm not doing a show or anything, but I eat like that year round. I found like a 3-day on that low calorie, 1 day off.
Mm-hmm.
I can get in really good shape and keep the size. For me, I'm 43, so maybe you're doing something similar to that.
That's
how
how,
many
yep.
days in a row do you go low usually?
Last prep, we were really pushing conditioning. I was a few pounds lighter. So we went like, I think 5 low days in a row.
At like that around 2,000 calorie
Yeah.
mark.
On
That's
top
pretty
of
low
an
for your
hour and a half of
out
cardio.
with the cardio.
Yeah.
And then the high days probably stay around the same, right? Because you always want to fill back out.
Yeah,
4,000
that's around,
about the
yeah,
number.
4,300.
So
yeah.
really, to get to where you need to be, it's more of like, let's extend how many days we're going to go low on it, more or less. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, because I check in with him more often as we get closer,
Right.
and then he'll send me either low or
Yeah.
stay high.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what's your main protein sources on diet? Is it a mix or is it like
Um,
one?
It's grilled chicken. That's just
Yeah.
what I enjoy the most.
Okay. So give you options like we can do this or this.
Or whitefish too.
Okay. Yeah. Whitefish is good. I like that one. Cool. All right. Well, great, man. Well, good luck this year, man. I know I'm a fan. I'm going to be pulling for you. I think you probably earned a little bit of a new fan right here in Dennis.
You got one more fan though.
Oh, thank you.
so-
Thank you guys for having me
sure,
on.
for sure.
Yeah, thank you for driving down. Enjoy the show, and
I'll be patient.
and,
I'll be watching you.
Thank you.
We want to see you on the stage here next year.
Yeah, that's a goal.
All right,
Be
thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Good
Stay
luck to
tuned for
you.
our next one.
Thank you.
All right.